for you. You rehearsed it, exactly what to do. You played all scenarios in your head. It's now time to earn your keep and earn your bread. If things go right, you live this life instead. Instead of dragging step by step.
Welcome to Kiwiradio. That's your boy on the intro song there, ralphie.bandcamp.com if you want to go check that out. But we've got a very fantastic guest in studio, Gabriel Leggett. What's up, man?
Hello, hello, hello.
How you doing?
Fantastic, how are you?
You called an Uber here, huh? You called an Uber here?
Yeah, I did.
Tell us about your driver, his favorite tunes, because normally it tells you on the app, right?
Yeah, so... Wait, like the how was the drive up here?
Yeah, well, no, the driver himself. Was he friendly?
He was friendly. I didn't speak at all. I preferred that, honestly. I don't like talking to people.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sometimes I have good conversations with taxi drivers. But anyways, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us about yourself.
So I'm a 20-year-old pianist composer. I compose ambient music, electro cinema, or if that's what I like to call it. And I play the piano. Love the piano. It's my favorite instrument. It's quite philosophical if you think about it. You know, the piano has 88 keys. Average human lives 88 lives. Cats have 88 toes.
I didn't think about it that way
So
at all.
You can thank Tony Anderson for that.
Jeez. All right. So what are you going to do for us today?
So first, I'm going to be playing some original music. So I've got a piano improvisation that I call Open Fields. I got the inspiration when I was just walking and driving around the Manawatu-Wanganui region. And there's plenty of just open fields and farmlands there, and I just got the inspiration for that. There's no sheet music for it. It's just improv. There's nothing. It's never the same. Whenever I play it, it's always different. And then I can talk about some of an album I worked on called The Odyssey with a friend of mine from the UK. It's very experimental. It takes inspiration from The Odyssey, which shares the same name with my album, and The Odyssey was written by Homer. So that is pretty cool. And then I will play the piano prelude called Manta. I got the inspiration. I'll talk more about the inspiration about that later. And then the final piece will end off with Maria Amare Fabula, which is Latin for the love story of the seas. It's a piano sonata that I just wrote as well recently. So yeah.
Sounds like a lot of fun, and we've got the whole hour to play, so I'll take it to you as if it's one of your shows. And starting off with that improv, you're listening to Kiwiradio.nz, simulcast right now on upfm.co.nz. Tell your friends that we're streaming right now. It is midday, Tuesday, 4th of Feb, 2025, and also we'll be back on air tonight with Lavender, and she's a singer-songwriter from New Zealand. That show will be on at 7 p.m. But take it away, Gabriel, and welcome to the studio. Nice. So no two song the same. That was a complete improv.
Yeah, it's always different. Yeah, I play it. Yeah.
So how do you improv?
Well, the easiest way I do it is just knowing the scales and playing the notes. For example, this is in the scale of E flat major, and I know the notes, so I play around with the pentatonic scale. But yeah, usually it's just I just kind of just play around. Once you memorize the scales, it becomes quite easy just to mess around on the piano.
Very talented pianist, indeed. We're very lucky to have you today. So what have you got next?
So next I'd like to talk about a pretty nice song. It's called Surge. We can get it on there. It's so the inspiration behind that, I went down to New Plymouth to work. I think that was the fourth song of the album, the Odyssey album, and I wanted it to be ocean based. So I went down to New Plymouth, or up to New Plymouth, yeah. And I went to the beach. I started walking around, and I ended up in this very secluded area. And I just took out my phone and I started pointing my phone at the ocean. And I probably looked absolutely ridiculous, just bent down recording the sounds. But I ended up getting pretty cool wave sounds, and then that just inspired the entire piece. So yeah.
Where can people find your studio recordings?
So, you can go to Gabriel Leggett on YouTube. Everything is there. That's Gabriel Leggett on YouTube, or Spotify, wherever you want to listen to it.
Cool. We'll take it away if you want to do another song, or we can play some music. But first, what do you feel?
Yeah, you can play it. You can play Surge if you want.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me fire that up. But maybe keep talking about what else you got planned for 2025.
Yeah. So I'm working on an album. Another one. This one is mainly inspired by ocean cities, and the two cities that drew me in was Venice and Naples, in Italy, and I absolutely love those cities. I love the history behind it. I just like Europe in general. That's one of my favorite places in the world, and especially the history there. It's so rich with history. And this album takes inspiration from classical plain chant, a little bit of Baroque, but I don't think I'll dive too deep into that. And yeah, so the prelude and the sonata that I'll be playing later are the pieces of the album. The prelude will be the first one, and I'm not sure exactly where the sonata will or the placement of the sonata will be in the album, but it will be there. And then yeah, so I'm gonna be down in Wellington recording the sounds there, and I'll be meeting with a lot of musicians and orchestras, and preferably recording it in the cathedrals there, because the natural reverb is just absolutely astounding. So yeah, that'll be the album, and I'd like to perform it at the end of the year, live with a real orchestra, conduct everything. So, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. I should just focus on actually finishing this thing. Yeah. So,
bright future ahead of you for a young 20-year-old. I'll get you to punch in whatever.
Oh yeah.
Where it is on YouTube, which we'll stream right now. But for now, I'll play another Kiwi track. Ash Sales was recently in the studio himself. He's a looping artist that's going to be performing many festivals around New Zealand. So you can find him on ashsales.co.nz, and he usually does all this stuff looping, and he did it live for us last week. So check it out. It's Ash Sales and Kiwi music for you. Or not, we won't play that yet. Live music. What can we play? Let's have a look here. We'll play one of your tracks instead, hey? We'll edit that one out later. Kiwi Radio. This is Gabriel Leggett's track called Surge. Gabriel Leggett, who is live in the flesh right now here at Kiwiradio.nz. But also, I got to remind myself before I forget, we've got a wall of fame that we've started.
Yeah, I'll sign it.
Yeah, if you can do that, please, because it might be worth a bit in 10 years or something. So.
Yeah.
Now, you've got a friend that you want me to call or something?
Yeah, so he helped me with this album. His name's Tom from the UK, and the whole story about how I actually met this guy is insane. We were this close to actually just not meeting or talking to each other ever. So we can talk about that when he hops on.
Yeah, so that'll be cool. So I'll get you to line up his details there.
Yeah, will do.
And yeah, so Tom, if you're listening to us right now, give us, or we'll try and give you a call. If you are listening as well, we've got a studio number that you can call. I've got only 2 hands, so I might be a bit of an octopus struggling to get you on, but I will try and do it. So there's 2 ways to call in. You can call 09889 8555. That's 09889 8555. Or what you can do is go to our Instagram.com/kiwiradio.nz. Send me a message via DM that you want to call in, and I'll get you on board. So, yeah, in the meantime, we've got a bunch of cool artists coming up in the studio, coming up in the station. And, if you want to be part of that, the best way to do it is to email kiwiradio@proton.me. While I line up Tom, do you want to play us another track?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's Tom over there.
Cool. So, yep, take it away.
So this one is meant to piano prelude. Hope you guys enjoy it. Oh.
Tell us about that track, man.
So, it's actually pretty cool. When I was coming up with the ideas for this album, I had no idea where I was gonna start. I had no idea how I was gonna put this whole thing together. And at the time, I was really just overthinking it a lot. And I was working as a lifeguard back then, and I spoke to this guy. His name was Dave. He always used to come in and swim, and we spoke about music all the time. And you gave me an idea on how I could get. He told me, why don't you watch a video about something random, maybe a butterfly or a dog, and just try and match the movements on the piano. And I thought that was an insanely good idea. So I went home after my shift and I just typed in a random animal, and the animal that came to mind was a manta ray. So I just typed in manta ray swimming on YouTube, and I just tried to match the movement on the piano, and then it turned into that. And yeah, so that is a pretty cool thing to and thank you, Dave, for giving me. I hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you in a long time, but thank you for that idea. So yeah.
Now, being a lifeguard, tell me more about that. Did you have to rescue someone from dying?
I wasn't a very good lifeguard in it because I always end up zoning out thinking about music. So I remember there was this one time I was standing there, and then someone was, I think it was in the beginning of the year of last year, and someone was busy drowning on that side. But I was just kind of staring at them, and but I didn't actually pay attention because I was zoned out thinking about music. Next thing I know, I saw the team leader just running, trying to help the person get out of the pool. I was like, oh crap.
No.
Luckily I was a trainee then, so they let me slide with that. But yeah, it is,
Are you still doing it at all?
oh no, I left that job.
Okay. Well, welcome again to Tom. He's in the chat room right now. So I'm just firing up the social media there. So we'll call you via Instagram. Remember, you can call us as well on 09889 8555. That's 09889 8555. But in the meantime, let's just see if this works now. So let's try it out. Kiwi Radio. Always fun doing a live. Do you want to play another song first, Gabriel?
Oh, I kind of want to save this note for the end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How many songs do you have left in you?
Oh, I gotta. Maybe I can do something totally random and totally out of the blue that people just don't expect. Okay, is the mic on? Okay. Wise men say only fools rush in. If I can't help falling in love with you, shall I stand? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things aren't meant to be. Shall I stand? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? If I can't help
Glad I squeezed that talent out.
Oh yeah.
Just a pianist. Tom, you there?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, man. How's
Yeah.
things?
Yo, Tom.
How's it going, Gabe? Hello.
Yo.
Well, we're good. We got Gabriel in studio here at Kiwiradio.nz. He's brought his friend. I'll just say his name starts with I, because he will like to be anonymous, I presume. Playing Street Fighter in the background. Was playing Street Fighter, I guess. What about you, Tom? What are you up to?
I'm just chilling for the evening, you see. Listening into the radio.
Cool. Where are you from? Where are you currently based?
I'm in the UK, so a little far away, but
Well, thanks for joining us in the interwebs. Take it away, Gabriel.
That's
This is your
alright.
show. You wanna introduce Tom?
Yeah, so Tom is a good mate of mine. We met at the end of 2023, and it was so insane how we met because back then I used to make pop music, believe it or not, and I'm ashamed of myself for trying that. But he messaged me on Discord because I was a part of this group chat, and I was asking people, do you want to collab? Who wants to collab? I'm making some type of EDM house track, and then this guy messaged me, sending me the most random experimental ambient piece of music, and I listened to it. He thought I wasn't even going to listen to it. He thought I was just gonna leave him, but then I was so close to not messaging him back because I was working with someone else already. But I had a feeling just to message him back and check out what he sent, and then he sent me a track called "An Insight into Modern Society." It was just purely sounds and foley from London with some loops and guitars, and it was the most amazing thing I've ever heard. And then that just made me switch genres like just 180, and I started doing ambient music and film stuff, which is pretty funny. But
Cool. Talented friends in talented places. Tom, where can we find any of your tunes? Are you online anywhere?
yeah, I mean we've got a whole GT album, which is just our collaborative account. Other than that, Instagram tomd.mp3 is the one. SoundCloud I think is also tomd. But yeah, got bits and bobs there.
Cool, Tom. Well, I'll check it out. I'll check it out for sure. What else do you guys want to share on air?
oh yeah, we can talk about the album. So Tom, you go. You tell them about the album, about the Odyssey album, and how much of a pain it was
Well,
sometimes to set it up.
Where do we start? I mean, the album, it was sort of heavily inspired from An Insight into Modern Society, which was the track I initially sent to Gabe. And to be honest, I think initially we just wanted to make an album that had a big meaning. We both, correct me if I'm wrong, but we've both always had this big love for sort of albums that flow into each other, and where it's just a whole collective piece of music, sort of like, I guess your Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon is a great example, where all the songs sort of interlink and creates this big journey from start to finish almost. So we wanted to create an album, sort of a journey from, I guess, a rural countryside area into a busy, bustling city. So the start of the album starts very calm, lots of strings, piano, almost to sort of convey the feeling of being in a rural environment. And then gradually it changes. We've got all sorts in there. There's a song called Friedrichshain based solely off a region of Berlin, which was typically very industrial, sort of during the Cold War and the Second World War. So we sampled a lot of sounds from there. I flew out to Berlin, sampled some sounds around there, Foley, stuck them into a track. Gabe sort of added his bits of expertise, and then we sort of took it from there.
And by the way, Friedrichshain was entirely, or it's mostly Tom's work, because all I did was essentially just play the piano. He was the mastermind behind all the sounds and loops in that piece, as well as From East to West. That was another one that he worked on. I was just playing the piano for that one. So yeah,
From East to West is primarily again, Foley from that one, I believe, was New York and London.
Mm.
Bit of a mix there. So,
Mm. And yeah, like you said, it was like a journey. That's where we got the Odyssey from, because the Odyssey talks about Odysseus and his journey. Um, so, oh, and what was the other thing I wanted to mention? That slipped my mind. Um, yeah, never. No, I think it's gone. It's gone. But
You're doing well, man. Do you want a co-host spot here at the radio station? I feel like you've got talented friends and talented spaces. The offer's there. Tom, if you want to send me, I just messaged you a DM. Either email me some of your tracks, kiwiradio@proton.me. We'll be sure to plug your music on air. We're all about independent, alternative, and new songs. Or flick us a YouTube link. We'd be happy to plug that for you if you want. We also want to say,
yeah, of course.
We also want to say thank you to everyone tuned in right now on our YouTube station there. So that's Nicholas, Kaylee, Gaming Pro XXL, and Daniel Santala. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. If you've just tuned in, we've got a very talented 20-year-old pianist from New Zealand. He said he's only a pianist, but he actually busted out a singing improv earlier too. So I guess we've sparked your new endeavor too.
maybe.
Hopefully, your voice is very nice. Actually,
Oh, thank you.
What do you think about it, Tom?
10 out of 10. 10 tens all around.
You should ask whenever I'm on call with this guy, then when there's always that awkward silence, I just bust out the piano, start singing and stuff, and then.
Always solves it.
Oh, by the way, I remembered. So the cool thing about that album and how we intertwined everything and connected everything is actually played a track of a train. So in the beginning, it starts off with the train just taking off, and in each piece is the train riding. Sometimes it's out there, you can hear the train, the sound of the rails, and sometimes you don't know it's there at all, but it is there. So it just kind of connects everything together. Yeah.
Well, thanks for the initial plug. Tom, if you want to do a 3-song set at any time and maybe showcase some of your music, we interview artists from around the world. Last week we just interviewed someone in Poland. So I feel like we've done the Euro invasion now with Poland and the UK.
Doing a whole tour over here.
We're halfway there. That's all there is in Europe, right? Just Poland and the UK, nothing else?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the others don't matter. Well, thanks for Thanks for stopping by, Tom. I hope you enjoy the rest of our live stream. We're going to be doing another half hour with Gabriel, who's going to be playing some cool tunes live in studio. So stay around in the chat room for another half hour, and we'll sign off afterwards. But other than that, was there anything else, Tom?
I think that should be all. I'll let Gabe take it away from here.
Thanks for being here, man. Thanks for being here.
This is a nice soft introduction to your music as well, Tom. So we'll look forward to plugging yours as well.
There we go. Perfect.
All right, take care. And if you're an independent, alternative, or new artist and want your music on air, the best way to do that is kiwiradio@proton.me. We do get questions every now and then, so we've got a frequently answered, FAQ question page, and frequently asked questions is what I was trying to say. Kiwiradio.nz/FAQ for more details. Gabriel, what's next for us?
So this one is Maria Amare Fabula. That's the piano sonata. Again, it's Latin for the love story of the seas. So it's a pretty cool name. So yeah.
interrupted there by a passing CD player that was accidentally played there. But other than that, that was not me farting. That was just the CD player playing. Gabriel, I'm glad you're taking the humour in this. By the way, before I forget, could you sign us the Wall of Fame there while I quickly plug today's sponsor? So Kiwiradio.nz is sponsored by Musician Buddy. It's a free app you can download on iPhone and iPad. It is only Apple and not available on Android. And they are a tech startup from Hawke's Bay, New Zealand, trying to connect musicians directly with their audiences. Check it out. It is free to try. Musician Buddy on Apple devices. Anyways, how are you doing? We're halfway through. What's the next half hour going to look like for us?
We can maybe play Venet, which is another one. I absolutely love that one, and maybe talk more about the GT album. I feel like it's quite I feel like there needs to be more. I need to talk about it more because I just stopped once it released. I just stopped talking about it, but it's a really cool album. So I think I can talk about that and play some of the tunes on there, some of my personal favorites. And then I can just sort of guide us through it, and then I can play some of it on the piano just to show what the ideas that I got from it, and things like that. So yeah, it'll be pretty cool. We can start off with, which one should we start off with? We can go from the beginning, or we can maybe Earth will be a good one to start off with, and we can sort of just explain that.
Yeah, it's your show, mate.
Okay, cool.
You're gonna play it on piano?
Yeah, I can play it on the piano a little bit, and then you can have it playing as well in the background, so I can explain what's going through with it.
So on YouTube again?
It's all on the same channel.
Okay, so I'll get you to fire up that as well.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna read out all your comments while we fire that up. So Daniel saying, yo, Kiwi, Ralphie, Gabriel. Daniel, thank you for joining us. Gaming Pro XXL saying, don't be ashamed of your pop music. You were insane. See, there we go. Maybe even if it's a mini EP of you singing and playing piano, I think we've created a thing. And if you want your music played on air right now, it's kiwiradio@proton.me. kiwiradio@proton.me. Send it to us via MP3. Is it gonna play?
That's alright.
Yeah. All right. This is a track by Gabriel Leggett called Earth. Go check him out on YouTube. That's Gabriel, Gabriel Leggett, with 2 G's and 2 T's.
Yep, it's GT is also like this is part of the GT album. So I'll play it.
And if you're not seeing this right now, Gabriel is going to play piano on top of. Is that right?
Yeah, so I'll play a bit of it.
Cool. That's cool, man.
So yeah, it's mostly just that was mostly just not much melodically going on there. Um, so yeah, I was trying to figure out what to actually play along with it. But that's called Earth. That's the first one. Another cool one is called Evolution. That one I can actually play along with. So that's a pretty cool one. I actually got that idea. My mom took me to church, and I sat down on the piano there to see after the sermon. I just started playing it. And I just started playing it, and then it just came. It just came to me. So yeah.
Cool, man. Well, I'll play Evolution for you in the background. You can tinker away live. Gaming Pro, by the way, is saying, can Gabriel sing again? Cool voice and amazing on the piano. Record dealers, companies, take note. For sure, I agree. This is his original track called Evolution. Tune in right now on youtube.com/@Kiwiradio.nz. You'll see us with 3 cameras pointing at the piano, because Gabriel's also going to be playing live piano on top. Actually, this is so good. I think you need to get this exact piano, the Roland Juno Stage 88. The reason being is it's cool that you're playing piano to sort of like ambient music. I've never seen that done before, actually, in New Zealand. And this keyboard can store audio files on USB. So you can just rock on up with this keyboard, and then it goes in here. So you put all your backing tracks in there, and then it's like just take one thing.
That's actually, I need to get. I want to get a synth. Yeah, I love messing around with synths.
Yeah, man, that's so cool. It'd be cool to see you live, just kind of doing that. Actually, this is fantastic. Well, we are seeing you live, and thank you so much for signing the Wall of Fame. You're up there now with Coco Charles and Ash Sales, and among others. So we're always looking out for people to play on air. We've got a bunch more performances to come as well. But Gabriel, thank you so much for joining us. We've got about another 15 minutes. I'm not sure how you want to play the show.
Let me think.
Has anyone in the chat room got any questions for Gabriel? This is your chance. Head over to the chat room and we'll ask you a bunch of questions. But yeah, and also if you've got any good local music, let us know too. I think I'm going to play something from Clovis, who's a singer-songwriter. He's going to be joining us in the podcast soon. And yeah, this is it. It's called Irrelevant, and I'll play it right now on Kiwi Radio.
I don't miss you. I'm just sick and tired of rewriting my vows. I don't hate you. I just get drunk and I start running my mouth. Simple attraction, fiction, love. What are you waiting for? My last resort was I'm just sick of being irrelevant. I wanna live, not for the hell of it anymore. We're in a room and I am the elephant. We should talk, but I am a pacifist. Leave the door open on the way out. I could move on, but that means leaving what we never had. I don't blame you. I just wish you gave me something much more clearer than nothing at all. Simple attraction, fiction, love. What are you waiting for? My last resort was I'm just sick of being irrelevant. I wanna live, not for the hell of it anymore. We're in a room and I am the elephant. We should talk, but I am a pacifist. Leave the door. Simple attraction, fiction, love. What are you waiting for? My last resort was, and I could move on. I'm just sick of being irrelevant. I wanna live, not for the hell of it anymore. We're in a room and I am the elephant. We should talk, but I am a pacifist. Leave the door open on the way out.
I can't hear it. I can't. You're tuned into Kiwiradio.nz, and we've got another 10 minutes. You were going to bust out something on guitar, but yeah. Now, Gabriel, Gaming Pro was saying, Gabriel, can you sing again? And I think we've squeezed it out of you that you might play something.
Yeah.
Treat it for fun, man. Experiment. It's not
Okay.
like it's going to go on the internet, right?
Okay. So I'm not used to playing piano and singing, so I'm just gonna whatever. Let's just do it.
Okay.
So I like Blink-182. It's one of my favorite bands of all time. And whenever I'm asked to sing, I always end up singing that one song. So I'm gonna sing that one song here again, and yeah, hopefully I do good. If I don't, I told you I'm not a singer. Anyway. Strangers, from strangers into brothers, from brothers into strangers once again. We saw the whole world
but I couldn't see the meaning. I couldn't even recognize my friends. Older, but nothing's any different. Right now feels the same, I wonder why. And I wish they told us it shouldn't take a sickness or airplanes falling out the sky. Do I have to die to hear you miss me? Do I have to die to hear you say goodbye? And I don't wanna act like there's tomorrow, and I don't wanna wait to do this one more time. One more time. One more time. One more time. I miss you. Took time, but I admit it still hurts even after all these years. And I know the next time ain't always gonna happen. I gotta say I love you while we're here. And do I have to die to hear you miss me? Do I have to die to hear you say goodbye? And I don't wanna act like there's tomorrow, and I don't wanna wait to do this one more time. 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 I miss you. Yeah, I miss you.
Oh yeah, we are so spoiled. Thank you so much for singing, because I feel like when I was your age, I was really nervous to sing, and my mum was always like, "Oh, you're a terrible singer," but to be honest with you just keep at it, and now that you've broken the ice and stuff, I really encourage you to keep doing it, because yeah, I feel like there's a voice in there, and
There's a voice in there.
I feel like like singing when you're watching. What do you think, Mr. I? When you're watching a show, it's nice to kind of hear a bit of singing, right?
Get off the stage.
There's one friend that he took an Uber with, and that's all he says throughout.
That's how you know. That's how we know he loves me.
Yeah, I can tell you're really good friends, to be honest. Well, we've got another 5 minutes. How do you want to wrap this up?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Or are you done?
I know I can do something for another 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're tuned into Kiwiradio.nz. Maybe give us another plug of where we can find you one more time.
So you can find me on Instagram at Gabe Oviraptor. It's one of my favorite dinosaurs. So just Gabe, lowercase, so GABE OVIRAPTAR. So it's Oviraptor, Gabe Oviraptor. And on YouTube it's just Gabriel Leggett. That's just where you can find me.
If you're still tuned in right now in the chat room, it's time to say our goodbyes. So say hello, say goodbye. I see the Robins posted something but redacted it too. So I don't know what you said that you've censored yourself. Who knows? All right, we've got 5 more minutes. You're tuned into Kiwiradio.nz here with Gabriel Leggett. Take it away for your final song, mate.
Okay. Okay.
Tell me what you think about me. I won't try to argue or hold it against you. I know that you're leaving. You must have your reasons. Your season is calling. Your pictures falling down.
You know the song?
Yeah.
The steps that I retrace, the sad look on your face, the timing and structure. Did you hear? I fucked her! A day late, a buckshot. I'm writing the report. I'm losing and failing. When I move, I'm failing down. And it'll happen once again. You'll turn to a friend, someone that understands, sticks with the master plan. But everybody's gone, and I've been here for too long to face on my own. Well, I guess this is growing up. And maybe I'll see you at a movie, sneak preview. You show up, we walk by, and the of that guy, and I'll smile, you'll wave. We pretend it's okay. The show ray, it won't last. When he's gone, it won't come back. And it'll happen once again. You'll turn to a friend, someone that understands, sticks through the master plan. But everybody's gone, and I've been here for too long to face on my own. Well, I guess he's growing up. Well, I guess this is 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 growing up. I guess this is growing up.
Shout out to Blink-182.
How you feel after singing?
Pretty normal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you feel pumped?
Yeah, I do.
That's
Yeah.
cool, man. Thanks so much for sharing your talent to us here at Kiwiradio.nz. That is the hour of the show today. We'll be back tonight at 7 p.m. with singer-songwriter Lavender. Check us out then.
Oh, I think my mom's watching the stream. I'm gonna be naughty and I'm gonna go get a beer now. Well, I know you don't. I'm joking.
Hey, we are men. We are men.
Oh no, my mom will kill me.
Such a good boy. All right. Yeah. Don't get too reckless, you know. Stay humble as a musician. Keep those licks sharp. Anyways, thanks everyone. What was that? What was that?
Keep those lips shut.
Yeah.
And the crowd goes home.
Yeah, we're on the internet. Don't say anything that can be used as evidence. All right, guys. I've had a lot of fun. Hope you have too. Gabriel, Leggett, check him out. Very talented pianist from New Zealand. And if you want to be part of the show, email kiwiradio@proton.me. And before I forget, our sponsor is Musician Buddy app. Go check them out on the Apple Store. They connect musicians with their audiences, and it's for free. Awesome. See you later, guys. Stay cool, stay creative. Back today at 7 p.m.
Oh.